Oh yeah, that was another thing. That General Schwarzkopf told me, because I was like asking, because see, the first time that I talked to him, I had just decoded the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, and she had him like she does everybody. She's got like all her little ballers, out there playing her game, and she fills them all full of fucking shit. And then they come on all like blood fucking thirsty with fangs out, and they're supposed to like tear my ass up. And she hustled this fucking con into the military, unfortunately, and really fooled people in the military. But since then, I mean, the military is the military. They figured out what was going on, and then they said they are not participating in Gene's con, and they know that Gene is a terrorist and a trafficker, and they know that Gene is guilty of stalking and trafficking my family since before I was born. Also, everyone I was married to, also their families. They're well aware that Gene is guilty and tried to hustle the government. So, and how they got involved, they should not have got involved, and basically apologize for it. But there's just no way to communicate out everywhere because of all of the other problems that Gene created with fraudulent contracts and lies, and the threats on people, the threats on government, and then just to call something out, as was explained to me, just to call something out brings negative attention, which she is an expert at, which I always call it MK Ultra, the freaking subliminal freaking psycho shit she tries to shove at everybody. No matter what, oh God, she's worked ahead. Hang on. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, so where was I at with this? So it's just like a spider web she created, hiding under a spider web, and then mixing it all together and just creating a mess, and even just to call it out without an appropriate arena to call her out, just creates more problem and more havoc everywhere. I mean, she creates so many fires and so many messes, it's impossible to just get her straight blank freaking called out. But thank God I have a way to get Gene Roberts directly turned in. So anyway, he came on. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna freaking kill me. I was like in tears, okay, because this was the beginning of decoding and figuring everything out. And I didn't at the time know everything that I know now. And I was on with a lot of veterans at the time. And I mean, I was like, oh my God, he's gonna like freaking tear my ass the frick apart. And he actually came on and he said, no, I know more. He goes, I'm supposed to be on here like tearing into you. I'm not going to tear into you. I know you want to talk about the flag. I know more about the flag. Maybe someday I can sit down and explain it to you and give you more history on it. Then next thing you know, she came on and I could feel an AI presence, her freaking fangs and slobber. She wanted to just attack, doing her little AI stunts and stuff. This is all in mental telepathy, all this going on. So, he was like trying to like fiend her off, like getting her away, and she just like would not freaking go anywhere. And she kept acting like she was a little kid, and she was just being really vulgar and disgusting, kept trying to fiend her off. And then that part of the conversation, and later on she finally kicked off, and then later on we had talked again, and then I was like, how are you friends with her? Like, how do you even know her? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Anyway, he goes, this is what he said. He said she went to college originally in Denver, and or so her story is, but he said he went to school with her in Denver and he knew her way back then. And then working their way through the military, she was always an associate to him. He was never truly friends with her. And there had been several times that in real life she had tried coming on to him and he rejected her advances, even though she was like, trying to put her moves on him, and he was just like, no. So he said she was more just like a working associate is what she was. And that's how he knew her.